Hey guys, it is Tuesday on the Queen Chat, which means I'm your Queen. Let's go ahead and get started. This week it was my topic, and I have elected for us to discuss ourselves when we were younger, as it were. What we were like when we first started out as drag queens. Were we good? Were we bad? Were we hot messes? Did we need lots of help? And to then go on to discuss how we have evolved into the queens that we are today. So, let's get into that. When I first started drag, I was 21 years old. I'm 25 now, so I've had a pretty good amount of time to improve on my craft, on my art, whatever the hell you want to call it. When I first started, I can confirm that I was completely hopeless. I had no idea how to paint my face. I didn't have much of an idea how to put an outfit together. I could dance and I could lip sync very, very well. Those things came very naturally to me. But the visual aspect was one with which I struggled enormously. I think it's expected that we're going to include some photos or some videos of us when we were first starting out, so I will splice some of those in now so you can see what I looked like when I first started. As you can see, I didn't cover my natural eyebrows, I didn't do any contouring, I wasn't very into wearing eye makeup, so when I was younger, I know I'm still not an old person, 25 years is not old, but when I was younger, I had a very feminine face. My beard did not grow very quickly, it wasn't very dark either, my features were very soft, and so if I put on a wig and a minimum of makeup, I actually did look rather feminine, and so at the time I thought, well, that'll do the trick, there's no more smoke and mirrors required. As I started to get a little bit older, however, and my natural hair started to go, and my beard started to come in a little faster, a little thicker, a little darker, and my features, I don't know if it's even possible that this happened, but in my mind this is how it happened. My jawline became more defined, I started to look a little more masculine as I grew up, which I think is actually something that happens to every man as they're growing from boyhood to young adulthood to adulthood. They start to look more masculine because that's just what the face does as you age. I pretty much was looking in the mirror one day as I was doing a minimum of makeup and thought, this isn't looking good, this needs more, I need to start packing it on. And so I improved my makeup skills, not because I thought I should, but because I really had to start to look more feminine. So, and of course once I started doing that, I started experimenting with makeup, I started buying more makeup. I thought, well, I'm at the point where I have to pack it on, so I might as well pack it on well. So, yeah, my evolution came out of necessity as much as anything else, but I am very, very glad it did, because looking back at old pictures of myself, I really had no idea what the hell I was doing, and I am surprised that more people didn't stop me and say, Vicky V, you need to improve, you look awful. I kind of wish they did, but at the same time I'm glad they didn't, because at that age my confidence levels were not as high, so I might not have taken it as well as I would today. I also started branching out a lot more in the types of performances I was doing. I started out doing Madonna, Britney Spears, who else? Madonna, Britney Spears, whoever else was top 40 at the time. I was doing pop music, and I did that because I thought that's what the audience wanted to see, and I thought that is what people would respond best to, and I still do that. I still do that. I still play it fairly safe when I'm performing at my regular club. I will do songs that I know people enjoy, and I know people will dance to when I'm doing it. But at the same time, as I have grown as a performer, I have started branching out a lot more and started playing around with things that I want to do on stage, doing a bit more performance art style drag. I've been performing Crystal Castle songs, I've been performing boy songs, so I've been sort of, yeah, branching out more as a performer, giving myself a bit more range, which a lot of people have responded to very well. Sometimes they don't respond well to it. People will look at me doing a Crystal Castle song and I can tell they're thinking, what the hell is this? But I honestly don't mind, because I think I've I think I've established myself, at least in my area, as a performer, enough that I can get away with playing around a little bit. So to sum up, when I was a younger drag queen, I really was quite hopeless. But I have always enjoyed myself, and I think that is the most important thing. You can look like $1 million, but if you're not having fun while you're on stage, it's going to show, and I think that will affect your performance negatively every single time. So even though I wasn't even a hot mess, I was just a mess. Even though I was a mess back in the day, I was still enjoying myself, and I think that would have come through when I was up on that stage. So that's all I can really think to talk about for this week's topic. I hope this has been entertaining. I'm very excited this week because we have new girls coming in. I don't want to say who. I do know who they are because we've been in communication with each other on Facebook, but I think you are going to get a kick out of the new queens we have for this channel. Of course, Jenna May and Chloe Belmont are going to be missed. They are missed already, but a few fresh faces. We're going to spice things up a bit, hopefully, and you guys will enjoy them, I'm sure, as much as I will, which is important because you guys are the audience, and it really matters more that you enjoy them than a co-host would enjoy them. And I'm officially rambling, so it's time for me to go. I will see you next week. It will be Mystique Summer's topic next week because it's her turn, so until then, I hope you're all doing well. I will see you next Tuesday. Mwah! Bye-bye.